EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Mayfield. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And Mayfield just getting the play off. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. In motion right here comes Johnson. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
11 mighty.
First down. Here's Burrow. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Burrow on first down. Being chased out left. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. Rolling to his left. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw, Mayfield. He'll let it fly for Austin. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead.
Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. We're scoreless after 1. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. An option handoff given to Harris. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Mayfield now. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Steelers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And, you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. The Bengals at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, again, believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
Ball under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Gun.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
11.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as he'll be left with a 3rd and long.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
On third down, Burrow. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. He'll get it inside the 20. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
11 MT, Kate.
They'll give it to Mixon. Dances by him. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defensive. You know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
12. Stop.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge flag.
On 2.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all. 3rd and goal.
11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11, mighty. 11, mighty. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
Luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And the slot man goes in motion left. They run again with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. 11 MP, hey. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. Mighty.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
He's got this to Pickens. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll send Austin in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. That's caught down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the 2nd half.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, you gotta go score.
Burrow looking to pass. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18.
11 MT, hey. 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception.
11.
Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
On second down, here's Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take. 11 MT, take. 12, 12, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here we go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
11 Thomas. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, take. 11 MT, 11, 11. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Now Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
11, 11, 11. Stop.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Second and goal from the 1.
And Burrow going to keep it himself.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
11 mighty.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Bengals take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now stands at 13.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On second down, this is Harris. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Mayfield to throw it. Steps away to his left. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Mayfield on play action.
That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways.
but an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Lazard. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's taken on the 25. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 101 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Mayfield. His throw incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Mayfield on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They hand this off to Harris. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Then they'll send the tight end in motion left. On third down, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. A first down throw for Mayfield.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Mayfield now. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bengals will get the football back.
11
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. On third down, Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And they will take over first and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
1st and 10. Mayfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Boston, the man in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars.